out on the edge of a ghost town fade, under the shadow of a church's charred remains. Whiskey breath and the cold moon's gleam, dust devils dance where the devils dream. Boots stir the dust of forgotten graves. Tonight I'm meeting a man who never saves. And dancing with a gunslinger, eyes like wildfire scorn, spinning through curses where such souls are born. Last train's whistle is a lonesome cry for those who dance with men who'd rather die. Came with a storm from badland winds, a heart made of leather and steeped in sins. Once loved a girl with the sun in her locks, left her heart in the desert, bound in a box. Revenge a whisper on his parched lips, a dance of bullets as his heartbeat skips. Dancing with a gunslinger under the blood-red moon, moving shadows whisper we'll meet our doom soon. Echoes of laughter and a cold empty flask, beneath each step the past harsh man. Face to face with a ghost in the fray, his eyes hold stories he'll never say. I've come for you, my voice a raspy song. He smiled like he's been waiting all along. Dancing with a gunslinger, fate's cruel hand were dealt in the silent desert where our true hearts have knelt. With each gunshot our sins confess, in the dust we settle, nothing more, nothing less. So let the wind howl over lands we've roamed, a gunslinger's tale in bullets and bones. And we dance on in silence deep, in the haunted desert where old secrets keep. In a town where the whistling winds carry sin, under the ghost moon's pale watchful light, lies a dusty road where shadows begin, and the truths you hear are oft a lie. Whiskey bottles clink in forgotten saloons, echoes of laughter buried in sand. Each step kicks up curses under the blood-red moons. In the silent desert, a gun in my hand. Shadows dance over gunpowder serenade, echoes of a bullet through the heart betrayed, where the lost souls wander and the brave ones fade, underneath the sky of a gunsmoke charade. Years ago her laughter filled the autumn air, in a church that now burns in eternal flame. Promises made in the heat of a desperate prayer, gone with the wind, just whispers of her name. Dust storms rise where our dreams used to lay, train whistles mourn like the cries of the damned. In the night the cold stars have much to say, about a love lost and a life forever banned. Shadows dance over gunpowder serenade. Revenge stirs the dust where our bed was made. Ghost towns hold secrets of the love that decayed, and the heart counts the cost of the games that were played. In the coldest hour, the desert speaks of cursed lands and the vengeance it seeks. Face to face, my fate with a gun echoes loud. What's done is done. The shadows whisper over gunpowder serenade. In the silence, my soul's debts are paid. Across this cursed land, I let my memories fade. With one last bullet, my peace is made. In the echoes of my gunpowder serenade.
Where the sky bleeds into the dusty plains, a ghost town whispers secrets held by chains. Silent desert cries under a cursed moon's glare. Whiskey bottles empty, left in despair. Echoes of train whistles cut through thin air. Just shadows of the lost, the damned don't dare. No mercy in the cursed land, only tales of fading hands. Forgotten graves where no one stands. This land will make no amends. Burned out church with a broken cross. Love and hope have paid the cost. In the dust we bear our loss. No mercy in the cursed land. Rode in from the east with a heart on fire. Found my love's locket beside the funeral pyre. Trusted a man with a serpent sneer. His betrayal was as sharp as it was clear. Night falls heavy, revenge is near. Bullets for the traitor, jury of peers. No mercy in the cursed land. Echoes of a reprimand. Lonely souls with a gun in hand. The devil plays a losing hand. Ashes scatter where they stand. Promises like shifting sand. In the dark we've made our plans. No mercy in the cursed land. Under the crescent moon's watchful eye, the desert knows every truth and lie. Confrontation at the edge of town, two shadows cast. One man goes down. No mercy in the cursed land, where justice is a dying brand. Count your sins on your left hand, forgiven by this forsaken land. Now I roam a ghost unmanned, with whispers of the past so grand. In cursed silence here I stand. No mercy in the cursed land. No mercy in the cursed land. in the town where the sun forgot to rise. Crooked crosses cast shadows under blood-red skies. Dust rose like ghosts along the withered streets, while an old church bell tolled missing beats. Dance, dance the outlaw heart walk under stars that witness without fall. Spin your partner of skeletal remains to the tune of the whistle from a distant train. Whiskey bottles lay empty, telling tales of despair. The echoes of footsteps, she's no longer there. From a love turned sour to a life undone, in the silence of a bullet from a forsaken gun. Dance, dance the outlaw heart walks through the ghost towns and the desert holes. Grip the devil as you sway and spin past burning churches and forgotten sin. Shake, a storm of revenge about his soul at stake. The train cried a warning like an old friend's voice. Time to face the past, too late for a choice. Dance, dance the outlaw heart walks with shadows cast by the setting sun's doors. Turn with the wind in a curse to land's embrace. Accept the end in this forsaken place. Each chord strummed a whisper on the wind, each step taken a memory of sin. Dance, dance the outlaw heart walks till the desert claims you and your faults. In the shadow of the mesa, under blood-red skies, lies a town forgotten where old secrets died. Dust devils dance where the chapel once stood. Whiskey bottles lying massed in soot and wood. Ashes of the church fire swirling in the wind. Memories like ghost trains never coming in. The bell tolls for the haunted, the lost, the damned, echoing through cursed lands, an unholy reprimand. There was love neath the steeple, a promise made of gold, turned to whispers in the night, dark stories told. Betrayal, sharp knife under a silent moon. She vanished with the shadows, none too soon. Ashes of the church fire, pain, sorrow's face. Past hopes burning fiercely, leaving but a trace. Cries of the forsaken, riding the night's chill.
in the heart of the desert. Love's blood did spill. The howling gale, through the smoke her ghostly veil did pale. Revenge, a cold whisper in the desert sear. One last showdown, the end draws near. Ashes of the church fire, now my fate's thrown. In this silent desert I walk alone. Forgiveness, a forgotten grave under starlit skies. I'm just a whisper in the wind where my heart lies. Echoes of betrayal, ain't no turning back. Sunset bleeding red on a cursed land. Here I tread a shadow, gun in hand. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. My heart bleeds a tale. Devil's jokes. Remember her laughter under the old church light before it burned to ashes that cursed night. A train whistle moaned like a ghostly reminder of our sweet love's remains. He took her from me, left nothing but her grave. Now I'm chasing shadows of the man I crave. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. My burden to evolve through forgotten graves and tales misspoke. Every step I take, my resolve rewoke. In the silence of the desert, their faces appear, haunting my dreams, stoking my fears. A showdown looming in the dust's embrace. His eyes meet mine, time slows its pace. Revenge and smoke, this life's cruel joke. Gunfire echoes
lose all ties I broke. Dust settles down on the path I chose. In a land of ghosts, a lone figure arose, with each chord strung, in every note played low. Revenge and smoke in the desert's endless woe. Under the blood-red sun, where the dry winds moan, stands a shadow of a man across alone. Whiskey bottles lay by a weathered stone. Ghost town whispers in them his sins atone. Echoes from the outlaw heart, riding through cursed lands torn apart. The silence holds what words cannot start, the haunting trail of a forsaken heart. Once loved a girl as fierce as desert storms, her eyes like the stars in cold nights they'd warm. But love turned to dust, left in betrayal's form. He rides seeking vengeance through hell's reform. Echoes from the outlaw heart, burning churches, lives torn apart. Each train whistle a bitter remark on the lonely tracks of a damn heart. His shadow confronts ghosts of the past, of the hurt he once shunned. The gun's cold truth in his hand weighed like a ton, and the echo of the shout, what's lost is never won. Echoes from the outlaw heart, in silent deserts under stars that chart. Forgotten graves of his soul apart, in the whispers of the wind he departs. Every chord a memory, every note a scar, echoes from the outlaw heart, echoing afar. In the heart of the wasteland, under a blood-red sky, lies the devil's ghost town, where even shadows die. Whiskey bottles clinking on the broken barroom floor, echoes of the damned who ain't marching home no more. Oh, the winds whisper sins of the silver bullet's kiss. A train whistle moans through the fog of the abyss. Here in the devil's ghost town, where lost souls abound, every step is haunted, every heart is bound. Once knew a girl with eyes like wildfires glow. In this cursed town, she was the only truth I'd ever know.
but vengeance is a dark road, and I took it on my stride. Left her heart and ruin and our love on the other side. Hear the church bells burning, the firestorm's embrace, cries of the forsaken, lost in time and space. In the devil's ghost town where the dead won't rest, we're just ghosts in the hollow with sins unconfessed. Face the devil at the crossroads, gun heavy in my hand, bargain my soul to rewrite the tales of this forsaken land. But evil's grip is iron, revenge a fleeting breath. In the ashes of my choices, found solitude in death. Now the dusk falls quiet on this cursed ghostly sprawl. Forgotten graves whisper the tales of my downfall. Here in Devil's Ghost Town under the haunting moon's frown, I walk these dusty streets alone in the kingdom I disown. The shade of a deadwood tree, where the whistling wind moans, I lay my whiskey bottle down beside a trail of bones. The ghost town sleeps in silence under skies of iron gray. Echoes of the train's lament carry my mind away. Burn shadows on the twilight's arch, a curse upon the sands. I walk these dusty roads alone, justice in my hands. Church bells ring their last goodbye in flames that reach the sky. In the ashes of the revenge, even the brave can cry. She was the dawn to my dusk, heart stolen with a smile, betrayed by a brother's lie, led astray by guile. From the dusty bottle's bottom, my spirit's pain was found in the forgotten graves out back. My hopes were buried ground. Burn shadows on the twilight's arch, a curse upon the sands. I stalk these silent deserts now, a gun cold in my hands. The church cross stands charred and black, a stark against the red sky. In the ashes of the revenge, even the strong can die. Underneath a blood-red moon, I face the man who wronged. Words as dry as desert's breath, where our old love belonged. His eyes a mirror of my pain, twisted by the winds of fate. A brother's bond now just as dead, sealed by dark and hate. In the ashes of the revenge, the past lays bare and scorched. Forgiveness is a distant shore, forever now divorced. The dust storms claim what's left of heart, as I accept the bane. In the land of cursed memories, only the ghosts remain.
Out in the shadow of the hangman's tree, where the wind whispers low, cold and free, dust devils dance on a barren plain, and the sun bleeds red like an open vein. Old whiskey bottles clink in the ghost town's breeze, echoes of laughter lost in the freeze, where the undertaker's hymn waits underneath the silver moon's cold gaze. There lies a heart that no longer beats in the land where vengeance and sorrow meets. Hear the train whistle moan through the cursed night, where the undertaker's hymn waits. We find the light. A tale of betrayal by a lover's hand. She vanished like smoke into the wasteland. Her memory haunts every whispered wail in the chapel ruins where shadows prevail. The preacher spoke a sin as the church burned bright, another soul lost to the desert night, where the undertaker's hymn waits. Life fades as quickly as a rusty gates creak. In the silence of a forgotten grave lies a cowboy whose heart was betrayed. Hear the coyotes cry to the hollow sky, where the undertaker's hymn waits. The spirit sigh. Stand at the crossroads, gun heavy in hand. The sky splits open over cursed land. Echoes of the past, they rise and swell, caught between heaven and the fires of hell. The truth sharp as a knife cuts deep and clear. Her ghost in the moonlight, ever near, where the undertaker's hymn waits. Resolve hardens like the frost and cold gates. With each step on this desolate trace, I walk to meet my fate I embrace. Let the desert swallow my mournful cries, where the undertaker's hymn waits. A gunslinger lies. Ooh. Let the dust settle where it may. In this silent desert, I'll find my way.
Black sun in a ghost town's embrace. Whiskey bottles lay shattered, echoes of a fall from grace. Dust devils dance on barren lands where hope dare not tread. Train whistles moan through silent deserts, singing songs of the dead. Right through the shadows, under the devil's black the ink black sky. Once loved a girl with fire in her soul, in a town too cursed to thrive. Her kiss was sweeter than redemption, the only truth in my life. But betrayal came on a burning church's breeze, with smoke that choked my faith. Now her ghost in forgotten graves whispers a lover's wraith. Ride through vengeance under the devil's black sun, where promises break and the shadows betray. Her love's a ghost now, shot down by my own gun, in the land where even brave men kneel and pray. Stood face to face with the man I become at the crossroads of sin and salvation. A showdown with my demons under the eyes of a forsaken nation. The truth hit hard like the desert scorching sand. All I loved was lost to the devil's own hand. I'll ride alone under the devil's black sun, through cursed lands where redemption is won with a gun. No turning back, the past is a shadow I shun, in the land of the lost, until my days are done. In the shadow of the Rockies, under the blood-red moon, the whistle of the midnight train sings a lonesome tune. The trail of ghost towns, whispers of the damned, rusty tracks laid across cursed land. A lone whistle cuts the silence like a promise dressed in pain. Every night at 12 arrives the devil's train. Oh, hear that mournful cry through the desert air. The devil's midnight train, collector of despair. Past burning churches by forgotten graves, rides the souls who gambled, lost and couldn't be saved. Once bed my heart on love, pure as the driven snow. But she was a tempest, a wild wind set to blow. Found her whispers in the arms of a man from Abilene. My revenge, it echoed through the chambers of 16. Now every midnight when that whistle moans my pain, I see their faces in the windows of that train. Oh, hear that mournful cry through the desert air. The devil's midnight train rolling from nowhere, through dust storms and decay, under the crescent moon's wave. It's a rolling tomb of sorrow, heartbreak and shame. On one fateful night, by the light of a sinner's flare, I stood by the tracks
felt the cold night tear. As the train slid into view, I saw her face so clear. She mouthed forgive as the train drew near. But forgiveness is a train that I missed long ago. Now I walk with shadows where only the lost souls go. Hear that haunting cry is calling out my name. A ticket to the past on the devil's train. I'll ride it till the end, through the silence and the slain. The devil's midnight train, in my veins it'll remain. In the shadow of a ghost town under a blood-red moon, whiskey bottles lay forgotten beside the dusty saloon. A lone whistle cuts the silence, a train mourns souls lost. Midnight strikes its claim here, where love and faith have caused. Midnight in the revenge, where broken vows lie deep. Echoes of a cursed land, where haunted whispers creep. Through the winds that carry dust storms, over graves no crosses keep. Midnight in the revenge, it's here my secrets seek. Once loved a girl like fire in a church we planned to wed, but betrayal came a-calling, left my heart for dead. That church now lies in ashes, her memory but a ghost. In the silent crying desert, her betrayal hurts the most. Midnight in the revenge, where sorrow sows its seeds. Echoes of our laughter, now shattered deeds. Through the storms that blot out starlight, under moons of misdeeds. Midnight in the revenge, it's here my dark heart bleeds. By the flicker of a candle, I see her face in every flame. And in the cold haunting echoes, I still whisper her name. A showdown with my demons at the edge of this cursed land. I'm the shadow in the moonlight, gun and justice in my hand. Midnight in the revenge, where past and present clash. Echoes of a gunfire under skies abashed. Through the silence of the desert, where my sorrows thrashed. Midnight in the revenge, my spirit's old and hatched. So here's to the forsaken in the hour of the night, where the lost are forever searching in the fading light. Midnight holds my story in the land of endless drifts, a tale of a haunted outlaw and the life he couldn't share.
town where the dust storms weave. Under moonlight, whiskey whispers beg you to grieve. Cracked leather boots stepping over cracked clay. Streets that echo tales of the runaway. Bottles clank like the chime of a haunted bell, spinning stories in this forsaken, lonesome hell. Dancing with whiskey under cursed starlight, feeling every demon that haunts the night, twirling the shadows of those who've sinned, where lost souls wander and bitter winds grin. Remnants of love like smoke from the church fire, ashes floating over a spire mired in mire. She was a vision too vivid for these barren lands, but she slipped like sand through old weathered hands. Train whistles mourn like a lover's goodbye, echoing cross plains where forgotten graves lie. Dancing with whiskey, with memories too thick, each sip a story, every gulp a trick. Spin with the ghosts of what used to be, in the silence of the desert, the only place I'm free. There at the bar saw her face in the glass, haunting the mirrors, a specter of the past. Confrontation with the soul I used to be, before revenge turned love into this dusty decree. Whiskey pour on this cursed land, I'm a ghost forevermore.
Midnight in the ghost town, under the midnight moon in the ghost town, silence reigns, walking on shadows of what used to be amidst the pain. Whiskey bottles lay beside cracked and dusty lanes, echoes of a train whistle fading like memories in the rain. Midnight strikes in the ghost town, the spirits sigh. Cursed land beneath my boots under a starless sky. Lost love whispers through the ruins where old secrets lie. With every haunted heartbeat, I'm just waiting to die. This town's soul burned with the church one cold dark night. Vengeance stirred in the ashes, hidden from the light. A lover's promise turned to betrayal, gone without a fight. Left my heart buried in this forsaken place, out of sight. Midnight cries in the ghost town, the wind moans low. Past sins cast long shadows where the lost ones go. Ghosts of you and me in the dance of the slow. Underneath the gallows tree, where the bitter winds blow. In the stillness, a confrontation with my own haunted fate. Through the dust storms, I see your shadow by the gate. Gun in my hand trembles as the clock declares it's too late. Forgiveness is a forgotten grave, sealed by hate. Midnight burns in the ghost town, and now I see this cursed land holds nothing but a memory. A gun, a bottle, and a locket, my only company. In the ghost town at midnight, forever is just you and me.
In a town too rough for dawn's light, where the dust swallows your name, whiskey bottles lay like broken dreams beneath the old saloon's frame. The desert moon hangs a silent judge over streets that know my sin. Heard the whistle of the midnight train as the shadows danced within. Gone with the midnight train through cursed lanes under starlit pain, riding past forgotten graves where the souls of the fallen remain. Echoes of betrayal, the screech of tracks, in my heart a burning chain. All that's left is a ghost of love, gone with a midnight train. I loved her like the prairie white, wild winds in her hair so fair, but she vanished with a preacher's vow in a church left to despair. Found her note by the morning light, stained with last night's rain. Promises turned to whispers, crushed by the sound of the midnight train. Gone with the midnight train through silent deserts in my silent blame, chasing down dusty storms with my heart tied to a name. Haunting whistles taunt my revenge through the cold, through the strain. She's just a specter in the wind, gone with the midnight train. By the old tracks I stand head low as the night whispers confess. Her laughter's a ghost in the wind, her touch a forgotten caress. The train's a beast on iron paths, with a heart fueled by my pain. Every mile screams night train.
Under a blood-red sky where the old church lies, ghost town whispers singing lullabies. Footsteps echo across the cursed land, a bottle of whiskey gripped in a trembling hand. The wind carries tales of a love that crashed. Here I am in the shadows, dancing with ashes. Dancing with ashes under the cold moonlight. Every step a story of what's wrong and right. In the silence where the spirits sigh, I'm just a soul too restless to die. Dancing, dancing with ashes tonight. How the flames kissed the sky, the night the truth burned and love said goodbye. She vanished like smoke on that old train's whistle, left nothing but memories sharp as thistles. Now every gust of desert dust, every church bell that clashes, brings me back to the dance with ashes. Dancing with ashes under the starlit veil. Every turn a reminder of that bitter tale. Here in the wasteland where echoes confide, lies a heart that the desert can't hide. Dancing, still dancing with ashes so pale. There's a storm brewing over the silent sands, like the fury I feel clenching these hands. The gods of vengeance whispering gusts so brash in the swirling dust. My sorrows I clash tonight, the old ghosts will see what's amiss as I summon the courage for the final twist. Dancing with ashes where no angels tread. With each step I claim all the tears I've shed. This dance, my redemption, oh my sweet despair. In the dust I find the courage laid bare. Dancing, forever dancing with the ghost in my head. Dancing, just dancing with ashes till I'm dead. Out where the horizon bleeds into the dusk, dusty boots tread on a land forsaken thus. Whiskey bottles lay by the side of a burnout church. Ghost town whispers a crow's perch. Blood on the black sun, painting shadows long. Echoes of a train whistle, a forgotten song. Every grave unmarked under the devil's run. What's done is done under the black sun. Once loved a girl with wildfire in her eyes, promised her forever under cursed skies. Betrayal struck like a snake neath the desert stone, left me with nothing but her echo in my bones. Blood
that forgiveness can't find. In the mirror of the night, her face in the moon, haunting my dreams at the howl of doom. My hand on cold steel, hard as the land, revenge a dark whisper like a command. Blood on the black sun, fate's cruel jest, riding towards dusk in the west. I head atonement or damnation, let the black sun decide. Outlaw's lullaby on a ghostly ride, the somber melody under a sky so grim. Blood on the black sun, a hymn so dim.
Down in Mulligan's Valley, where the wind moans through the pines, stood a gunslinger, whiskey-soaked, shadowed by his crimes. The dust beneath his footsteps mixed with blood from days before. An outlaw bound by vengeance, by lost love and folklore. Blood on the gunslinger, red as setting sun, haunted by the bullet holes and the deeds that he has done. Ghost town, silent whisper, where lost souls find their way. He rides alone, his heart's turned stone, along the cursed pathways. There's a tale they whisper softly about the love he left behind. A girl with eyes like summer skies, now just a ghost in mind. Betrayed by his own brother, over golden shallow graves. Now he tracks through lonesome valleys, shadowed by their brave. Blood on the gunslinger, echoes of the past. Each step forward takes him back to shadows that they cast. Burning church of trains, lone wail, his memories ensnared in the echoes of the gunfire and the crosses left unfair. In a dusty canyon where the truth came like the rain, faced his brother, guns drawn amidst the sorrow, amidst the pain. Two shots echoed under stormy skies so grim. One fell to silence, the other lives with him. Blood on the gunslinger, in the ground his brother lays. A tale of rage and redemption, riding through the haze. Now he seeks no shelter, no solace in the run. A ghost among the shadows, his reckoning undone. In the whispering shadows of the lonesome desert plains, the sun
sets fire to the horizon, blood and amber stains. Old whiskey bottles lie buried neath the sands of time, while ghostly trains whistle past the forsaken cursor climb. Ashes of the dusty boots scattered by the breeze, every step a story of broken vows and pleas. In the heart of a ghost town, under a noose's sway, the echoes of my past, they never fade away. Came upon a burning church, the flames kissed the black sky, a remnant of a love lost under that cursed moon's eye. The wind carries secrets of a love that once was mine, now just forgotten graves in these silent sands confined. Ashes of the dusty boots carried off by the wind, a dance of swirling memories of sins deeply skinned. In the silence of the desert, with the stars as my guide, I walk the path of revenge with nowhere left to hide. At the crossroads stands a figure, stark against the night, the shadow of my betrayer bathed in the cold moonlight. Our eyes lock, a silent duel in the whispering sands. Two souls bound by blood and dust, fate held in trembling hands. Ashes of the dusty boots now settle in the earth, a tale of vengeance satisfied, a ghost lonely rebirth. In the heart of this cursed land, I found my peace at last. The past and I, we ride as one, shadows overcast. So listen close, ye wandering souls, to this haunted desert song, where every stone and every bone knows where the lost belong.